Like guys, we had some technical difficulties. I don't
Don't
know
fucking
what
knew that.
I don't know what happened there. It was something with the PlayStation. I swear. Not me. Don't blame me. I'll slit your throat. No, I'm joking. Believe you and me, I won't have the guts to do anything like that. Trust me.
What?
Believe you and me, I won't have the guts to do anything like that, me.
What?
Nah. What,
Have I got to do what?
Slit someone's throat. You what, CJ? You listen here, right? I will fucking slit your throat, yeah. I'm joking. Yeah, nah. You won't see me try. I won't do that to you.
Bitch, shut that on actually.
I won't do that to you, CJ. What kind of? I'm not that type. Believe you and me, like
What?
I know, like for
What?
all you know, I could be just saying this, but I'm really not that type of person. Believe you and me. Yeah. No, I know, but like I'm being deadly serious. Like even to viewers on the stream, like I'm not that type of person. Trust me. I don't like fighting. Like I'll only fight if I have to fight. Believe you and me. I've only had like a minimal of about 4 fights during my whole entire time at school, and they've only been because I've been like forced to fight, egged on to fight, or like because I've had to fight. Not because some guy's been pissing me off and I thought, oh, I could knock him out, you know. Like I've only ever like had a fight in school because I've had to, or like people have egged me on. That I can remember anyway. Which was big
And how
school.
many of them fights? And how many of them fights did you win?
Um, I wouldn't really say win or lose, to be honest. Like the first fight, pretty much I was getting bullied, and it was getting like to the point where it was getting me down. I've said about it before. I told my dad about it, and pretty much he like told school about it, stuff like that. And the bullies had to send an apology letter to me. And pretty much one person carried on saying this name, what like peed me off at the time, called No Balls instead of Noble. And pretty much what happened is he kept saying it was peeing me off, and he started saying it one time while we were like queuing outside for a lesson,
They
and
punched him in the nose.
pretty much like everybody started egging on a fight, as to do like, oh, go on, fight, fight, fight. So I didn't mean to like punch him, but I punched him, and I kind of punched him wrong. Like I didn't punch him properly. Like I punched him in like a bit of a spazzy way, but he knocked his tooth, and his tooth came through his lip. Like, and literally you had like his tooth bent, and it like stuck through his lip, and pretty much like there was blood pouring everywhere. I kind of like in a way like backhanded him, but like I kind of like backhanded him in a mouth, like in kind of like a spastic way, and kind of like his tooth bent, and like the edge of his tooth like stabbed through his lip, and his mouth was like pouring with blood everywhere. And he told the teacher on me, and of course like I got more in trouble than him for bullying me, which kind of like pissed me off at the time. Then like the second time, some guy was like peeing me off in games. We tried having a fight, and the games teacher said, sort this out like in other lesson, like in other time other than games. He started annoying me again in games, and pretty much like he offered a fight with me. So he kind of kicked me, then I kicked him, then he kicked me, then I kicked him, then he kicked me, and he thought I was going to kick him, but instead I just kneed him in the balls, and he dropped to his knees. And pretty much like from there on, like
Easy way out.
I got told off by the teacher, and then he kind of like shook my hand and said, you know what, that was fair play, and then we've been friends ever since. And then the third time, I was friends with a guy in my art class, but he was a bit of a dick. He was a bit annoying, and he used to like do annoying things. And in art, we were allowed to take our phones out. and like put it on the desk and listen to music while we were, you know, doing our artwork. And at the end of the lesson, he used to be a bit of a dick and like take my phone and then start running around the classroom. And then he started like annoying me at lunchtime and like trying to like play fight me. So I punched him in the lip and his lip started bleeding. And he kind of like, he went off in a sulk. And pretty much like I got told off by the teacher. And pretty much like he spat his dummy out because I punched him in the lip. And pretty much like his lip started bleeding. Like I didn't exactly punch him hard, but he went in a huff and he told the teacher, because he hit me back after I punched him in the lip, like he hit me on the forehead, and he claimed that when he hit me he actually dislocated his wrist, which he didn't dislocate his wrist. Just to tell you the full story, he actually just said that to kind of like make the situation worse, like to try and get more attention, like off his parents or whatever, or social workers, whoever he was with. Pretty much like he tried to get me more in trouble for it by making out that he got more hurt than I got hurt. Pretty much what went down is I got more in trouble for it, but he was like stealing my phone and all that shit, which was kind of peeing me off in a way. But we're friends now. Well, we were friends, but he moved away. But other than that, I haven't really, to be honest with you, had a fight. I had a fight with a kid in a park, like in our park, like a couple of years ago, like quite a few years ago. And I pushed him in the river because he was annoying me. But apart from that, like, I don't really fight. Like, I don't really fight. Like, I don't like fighting. I only fight, like, if someone's annoying me and I'm being, like, egged on to fight. Like, if someone, like, say if someone, like, says something to me, I don't immediately want to fight them. It takes me a while to get angry. Like,
Come on, you big
like,
cunt. Let's fucking go for it with your big ears.
yeah, shut up, you fat bastard, I'll knock you out. Yeah, but to the point, it takes, like, sometimes it can take, like, 2 hours for me to, like...
You go slow on them Jaeger bombs.
Nah, so sometimes it can take, like, 2 hours, and someone can just, like, instantly fire and insult me, and I won't even get angry. I'll just laugh at them before I, like, get angry. And, like, because I don't, like...
Because I don't... Skinny, you look like a fucking golf club.
No, but the point is, like, it doesn't like, I don't easily get angry because I'm like usually a happy person, so like it can take me a while to get angry before I'm like what you would call angry. Like, someone's got to really start upsetting me before I get angry, like saying you've got big ears and saying like you're a specky, or saying like, you know, like you're a low life downy, it isn't going to make me angry. But then when people like really start going on for like 2 hours or something like that, and then taking the piss out my family and stuff, like, that's when it will then start to annoy me. But it can take me like ages to get angry, so I don't really like fighting. I'm not a violent person. I'm just a happy person who likes dancing to music and having a good time. But they're like literally the only times I can ever recall having a fight at school. Like, I can't remember any other times having a fight at school. Oh yeah, there was actually one time where I had a fight with somebody. I didn't, to be honest with you, I didn't realise, but I was in big school and he was in primary school, and he had a lollipop in his mouth, like what he'd got from a sweet shop, and he was like really aggravating me for like a couple of days, like on the way home. And like in the end I ended up punching him in the face, like in the mouth, and he had a lollipop in his mouth and it like bent all of his teeth. And like I had no clue that he was only in primary school. Like, this is 100% true. Like, I had no clue. He was in like year 6 and I was in like year 9. And literally like he was peeing me off for like quite a few weeks on end. And in the end, like, because he had a jacket on, so I thought like he was in our school. I thought he was like year 7 or year 8 because he looked quite old for his age. And anyway, I ended up like punching him in the mouth, and he had a lollipop in his mouth, and it like bent all of his teeth, and I think like broke one of his tooth. And like there was blood everywhere. He started crying, and I had no clue that he was from like primary school. I literally thought he was in like just like a year or maybe like 2 years below me in school. And I got called into the office the next day, and apparently he was only in like year 6. And like I had no clue. Like I would have never have hit him if I knew he was like that age. But to be fair, like he was really getting cocky, like for his age, like more than you would think. Like you might hear the story now and think like I was a bit harsh for hitting him, but you actually didn't hear some of the stuff that he was saying for his age. Like it was actually like, I guess you could say atrocious for his age. But like, to be fair, like if I'd have known he was that age, no matter what he'd have said, I wouldn't have hit him. But I literally thought he was older, because for one, he looked older than he was. 2, he sounded older than he was. And 3, he made out he was older than he was. But because he looked and sounded older than he was, it was believable. You know, I believed it. But other than that, like, I think they're the only real times I've ever properly had a fight. To be fair with you, I've had like play fights with mates, like, you know, like trampoline wrestling and stuff, and like fighting on like the bed and stuff when I was like a kid. But in terms of a real fight, in terms of a proper fight, very often you see me fighting. Very often you see me fighting. I'll tell you that now. And I tell you what, now I'm starting to sweat like a rapist.
Ash.
Yeah?
Jimmy Savile in the fucking playground.
Yeah, I'm sweating like Jimmy Savile in a preschool. Are you?
Endless one.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
I'm sweating like Michael Jackson in Neverland.
To be fair, if I was going to MC, I'd go on Britain's Got Talent, because I think X Factor's just singing.
Britain's Got Talent. You need talent first.
You know? I'm not bad at it, like, everyone's got to improve. Like, I can see where I've, like, come better in the 2 years that I've MC'd.
Yeah, but would the Queen really want to listen to your MC?
No, because that's not really the Queen's thing, do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's the same, like, if I went on Britain's Got Talent, like, the judges probably wouldn't put me through, but that's not because I'm good, but there isn't really anything exactly what you would call famous in MCing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, MCing's not really what you would call something to get a famous career out of. It's just something like where you can get a few gigs on a weekend, I think is what you call it. Like, because there's a lot of MCs who do like gigs and, you know, do quite well for themselves, but you don't see them like in the charts like Cheryl Cole and Adele. So I don't think there's really.
Well, that's come.
Whereas like, you know, like singers and I don't even know. I think we should go on Britain's Got Talent and as Derek and Noreen. Oh, Derek, love, do me here on the Britain's Got Talent stage.
No, Noreen. There's too many people watching.
It don't matter if they're watching or not, it's like a free movie.
No, Noreen. Just go and get this curtain.
Oh yeah. Oh mate, that actually hurt my head as well. Jesus Christ, I remember that. I didn't even.
Colin,
Aye, what's matter, Derek, love?
now we've got this sheet. Now we've got this sheet up. Nobody can see us.
Oh, I know. Isn't it great? It's like a game of hide and seek.
Now bend over.
I'm bending.
Touch your toes.
I'm touching them.
Oh, oh yeah. I thought they were your hands. They're not your.
Oh shit, I've got a
Look it
prick.
for.
Oh no, that's a sharp toenail.
Hang on. 3, 2, 1. And we're in.
Oh, there you go, Derek, love. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just having a jumbo sausage for tea.
From the back to the front, to the front, to the back.
It don't taste as nice if you don't eat it through the mouth, so I eat it through the hole down below. You get the flavour more.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, Derek, love. Oh, aye. No. No, I actually remember banging my head though. Everyone like peed themselves with laughter, I swear. I didn't even mean to do it like.
The best one was when you was asleep.
Oh mate, that was so funny. Yeah, if you don't know that story, guys, I will tell you it. So basically, I used to work in a job, in like a factory doing night shifts, and I used to like gather up bird seed, like pack bird seed, and pretty much like the job was good, but it was agency, so you didn't get work like all the time. So like if you had a full week of work, which was like usually a Monday till Thursday, you'd start at like 4 in the afternoon and you'd finish at like 2 in the morning. So you'd get like a pretty decent wage, which would be like sort of like, I guess you'd say like sometimes could be like 200 quid, which was like really good. And pretty much like I gave up the job because it was agency, and like some weeks they'd ring you like every day of the week, and then like other weeks they'd hardly ring you, and sometimes you'd be like sat at home waiting for a phone call and you won't get a phone call. So I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm not going in anymore. And there was an advert in the paper for Florida Marquees, which they set up like, like marquee tents for like festivals and things, and like, like farming shows and stuff like that. So I signed up to the job, and one of the owner of the marquee business used to be a teacher at play school, like a playgroup when I was at playgroup. So she taught me when I was at playgroup. So I was like, oh yeah, this is alright, I got in, I've got in here, I've got myself a nice little job for the summer. So I started working and I was trialling and stuff like that. And pretty much like, I trialled for a couple of days and they said they'd ring me back and they never rung me back. But to the point, I was on my first day doing this like marquee tent fitting, and I come home and I was like pretty tired. I'd done like quite a heavy day. I'd been like fitting a few tents, I'd been like out in the van and stuff, and it was quite tiring. It was my first day, I'd done quite well, so I was quite tired, and pretty much I started watching Emmerdale. I was online in a chat party with Ant and Steve. I started watching Emmerdale, and for some reason I was tired and I just fell to sleep with Emmerdale on. So pretty much I was just there nodding, and for some reason, like in my sleep, I decided to turn over in my sleep, and I headbutted the wall. Like where my bed was, like you turn to one side and you're right next to the wall. So I was like fast asleep, and I just like tossed over in my sleep, and I like proper like headbutted the wall. I was closer to the wall than I thought, and I just literally woke up and screamed out, "Ah, shit, my head!" Like, and pretty much like it just had everybody like who was in that party at the time like in stitches, Because, like, I came on and I was talking to him fine, like, oh, yo, how you doing? Like, yeah, I've had a good day at work. And I put Emmerdale on like I usually do, and suddenly everything went quiet. And I think it was Ant and Steve could, like, hear me snoring, like, as I'd, like, nodded off. And I was just like, ah. I was like, and then adverts of Emmerdale came on, and I must have just, like, turned over in my sleep, and I, like, whacked my head on the wall, and, like, the next thing I knew, like, I'd headbutted the wall, and I just woke up and, like, went, ah, shit, my head, and it had them in stitches. Like, I didn't mean to do it, I didn't do it on purpose, it was just, like, it was just what happened, I suppose. There was, like, I didn't mean for it to happen. I just, like, I was tired, I nodded off, I fell to sleep, I tossed over, and I banged my head on the wall. What else can you say? What else can you see? What else can you do? And I'm gonna open my window just a bit. Oh, my hand. I'm actually really warm again now. But yeah, oh, Magpie, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful... I'm having a better day, because I'm going to tell you, I've been a bit, like, down in the dumps, like, just these past few days. And then, like, yesterday and today, the weather's just been, like, really nice. And I've just, like... It's like when I was feeling down, it's like I was never feeling down. The weather's just absolutely fantastic. I'm waking up, like, joyful and singing, and I'm just joyful all the time, I guess. What can I say? What can I say? Magpie. And I hope you're feeling the same way, because we've had cold for so long. It was like 20 degrees out. It's been like that for us, and I tell you what, I'm not gonna complain. I'm sweating like a rapist right now, but I'm not gonna complain, Martin, because, to be honest, like, we've had that much cold recently that I'm like, to be honest, like, I'd rather be sweating right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've been outside, like, practically all day. So, how is Fortnite? Because that is... What is Fortnite? Because I see you playing that.
It's a 2-week game.
Yeah, Fortnite's... Yeah, it's a 2-week game. Fortnite's alright. I don't play it that much, to be fair. My mother makes me stop. What, playing Fortnite? Fortnite's not my favourite game. I'll tell you that right now for free. I like Fortnite, but I don't, like, love it. I'm not addicted to it. Like, I can have a few games of it, but once I've had a few games, like, I'm ready to, like, play another game. It's never cold here. Where to? It's never cold here. We too south. I wish we were like you, because when it is cold here, it really is cold. But then when it's warm here, it really is cold. It's a joke. I was saying Minecraft. Looks like... Oh, I'm with you now, Josh. Go on, son. Go on, Josh, son. Popping out them jokes, aren't you? Jesus Christ. You actually got me there. And believe you and me, it's not often you actually someone gets me with a joke that easy.
Oh, you fucker.
You see, I'm brought up with a granddad that knows a lot of jokes from the past and knows a lot of, like, sayings. So, like, usually I'm, like, quitty prick. I'm, like, pretty prick. I mean, I mean pretty quick with, like, some of the...
Prick.
I mean,
He meant to say pretty quick, but he said pretty prick.
I am a pretty quick. You love me, don't you, guys? But no, I mean, like, I'm pretty quick with, like, some of the things what he says. So, like, I don't usually get caught I don't usually get caught out on jokes. Oh
Yeah, Bill.
well. Yeah. It's doing fine.
I was going through Corby yesterday, and there was a train on the back of a lorry. And my uncle goes, "Fuck me, that's fell off the rails."
Yes, Daddy. Oh well. Jesus Christ, I tell you this right now. I tell you this right. I need to shut my curtains now, it's getting dark. I'll leave them open a bit later when it's lighter. Because, you know, like... Well, to be honest, like, my granddad's good for telling jokes, but you can't win with him, like, when he's finding a fault. Like, say for example, like, if it was like an hour ago and you still had your curtains open and the sun was blazing, he'd have a massive go at you, like, oh, what your curtains still doing open, the sun's blazing. But then, like, if it was dark and you had your curtains shut, it'd be like, got his curtains shut and it's still light. Like, you literally can't win with him. It's still light outside here. To be fair, like, it's still light where we are. Like, it's not, like, bright, but it's not, like, pitch black, if you get what I mean.
It's pitch black where I am.
It's kind of, like, in between. It's, like, it's getting dark, but it's not, like, fully dark. It's dark enough for the street lights to come on, but it's not, like, pitch black. There's still a bit of light in the air. By the way, my mum and Joz. I don't know what you said there, kid.
It's as black as fucking Frank Bruno's arsehole outside.
It's as black as a nigger's ass.
Yeah, exactly. Frank Bruno is black.
Exactly. Oh, it was proper funny today though, Ant. When I was at the pub with my granddad. Oh, he had me in stitches, I swear. He had me in stitches. So there was this old guy who, like, because, like, where Witherspoons is, there's, like, some tables outside, and it's, like, near the footpath, which is, like, near a road, and then there's obviously another footpath at the other side of the road. And this old man walked by, like, was coming up who was black. And, like, he was quite bad at walking. And he was coming past us, and my granddad said, "That's George Brown." And I was like, "Granddad, don't be so racist. Like, you can't say that about someone." I was like, "No, that's his actual name, George Brown." Like, I was thinking, like, at first, like, I was really like, whoa, you can't say something like that. And I had no clue that that was actually his name, like George Brown. And I was like, it kind of made me laugh, because I was thinking, like, what a name for, like, a black granddad to have, George Brown. Like, I don't know, like, it might not seem that funny to you, but, like, to me, like, it was kind of funny, like, him being called George Brown, because, like, he is brown. But, like, then at the same time, like, my granddad said that before I knew, like, that his name was George Brown, and I thought he was, like, genuinely being racist, and he said it a bit louder than I expected him to say it, but I had no clue that my granddad actually knew who it was. So, like, at first I was, yeah. You explaining it too much. You like it.
Muslims.
It was funny. Yeah, Muslims. Yeah. He went on a big road. Yeah. No, I'm staying in. Oh, you're calling me a dog now, are you? Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I'm joking. Woof, woof, woof. Go on. Yeah.
It's got a baker.
Fair enough. What's the story with NTV? I'm not really sure at the moment, to be honest with you. We were gonna start Summer Vibes when the Derek and Noreen show finished, but we kind of had this thought, like me and Andy, we were biting off more than we could chew. Because the thing with Summer Vibes is you need more people than you think, and it's hard to get people, as you obviously know from Park Drive. Something like Summer Vibes, you can't just do the series off of 4 people. You've got to have you've got to have a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Moo. That's what the cow said. But yeah, we were biting off more than we could chew, Martin. So I kind of decided to stop it, and I'm gonna think of something new to do because to be fair, that was. We were biting off more than we could chew. We were trying to do a series that probably wouldn't work out. The Derek and Noreen show worked out fine because you didn't need a lot of people for it. But something like that, you need people in the pool, in the background of scenes. You need a lot of different family members who would go there on holiday. So, do you know what I'm saying? We were biting off more than we could chew. So we need to find series what don't include a lot of people, because a lot of people isn't exactly good. Although you would think the more the merrier, but it's hard to find a lot of people, Martin. Believe you and me. And it's not just finding people. It's people who can come back each week and do an episode. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people are up for joining a series, but then when it comes to 2 or 3 episodes, it's oh, I can't make today's episode. Oh, I can't do it today. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily their fault, but I think everybody's biting off more than they can chew. People who say it think it sounds like a good idea at the time, but then when they realise that more important things crop up, it becomes harder for us to tell apart, if you get what I mean. So I need to find somewhat what only includes a small amount of people, where you don't need loads of different characters. Something, a movie, what kind of involves the main characters, they're the main part of the movie. That sort of thing. Because the Derek and Noreen show was more about Derek and Noreen. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas sort of Summer Vibes was all about loads of different people, which you can't really do because you need loads of different people. We didn't have loads of different people. Do you know what I'm saying? But more to the point, we were biting off more than we could chew. That's what she said.
Hey, dropped in her mouth, she'll suck forever.
Whole Dance Radio also commented. But the point is, Martin, all you need to know right here and right now on BBC One is Jaeger time.
Ash is there.
Smells so good, Ant. You don't understand.
I fucking do, Ash.
I wish you did. No, I know you do. You've been drinking that stuff before I was born.
What are you trying to say? I'm an old man?
No, I don't mean it like that, but I mean you know the experience more than me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sugar.
Go on, Ash.
Well, this is a neat Jaeger because I thought I had more Red Bull than I actually did. So I put quite a lot of Jaeger in.
Run
and
downstairs, go
and I,
fetch another can of Red Bull.
I need to go down to my shed. I need to open the padlock and do like the 3 locks. You know
Put that
what?
one in the fridge.
No, I have them in the fridge in the shed. That's like neat.
Go on, Ash. Neck it.
That's like neat. Well, guys, work,
Yes,
school, and stuff. Well, guys, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.
If I don't see through the window. Oh, I bet that tastes fucking brilliant. Yeah.
That actually didn't taste so bad. I'm not even gonna Toxin Gaming, hello. How you doing, bud? I hope you're having a sound day. I just had an awful taste in my throat for a second then. How you doing, buddy?
Ash is gonna be battered.
2 secs, guys. I'm just gonna literally go out to the shed and get my second bottle of, my second can of Red Bull, and I'll be back in a sec.
Fucking pissed. CJ. CJ. Ash is slightly pissed. What does he do when he talks? What are you doing? You don't come down like that.
I'm trying to find somewhere.
What?
I can't find it.
What is it? That's not what you come down for, Ellie. That's not what you come down for. That's not what you come down for. Go to bed.
What do you thought I was coming down for?
I don't know, just go to bed, please. No. No.
Sup, bro? And
Yeah.
oh, yo, people. What's up, Ashcock Cobb? How did you build that? I mean, I'm a good builder, but to be honest,
Build what?
I just like opened up the block menu and selected blocks and placed blocks down. But I had a lot of help from friends, to
Build
be
what?
honest. Los Ashleys. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Los Ashleys. I was thinking it was Los Nobles for some reason. Yeah, Los Ashleys. That's how I built it. Now, I'm gonna let you guys have a giggle, but I couldn't get my shed open. Like, 'cause my can of Red Bull was in the shed. And I couldn't get my shed open. Like, I don't know why I was putting the key in, but it weren't turning. So, I don't know why it weren't opening. But, then I went for a piss in the garden. And then I went back to the shed. And I got the shed open first time. So, I got a bottle of orange and the Red Bull. So, when the Red Bull's gone, I'll mix the Jaeger with the orange. And when the orange is gone, hopefully the Jaeger's gone. If it's not gone, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. Imagine if I never met the broskies. But to the point, guys, like, I don't know why I didn't do this more often, like go for a pint, like, before tea, like, in the sun. Like, I spent too much of my life, like, just depending on the weekends to go out and have a good time. But, like, I've realised now that you can actually just, like, go out on a weekday and have a pint or two before your tea and enjoy yourselves. And that's where the stream's going to end. So please like, subscribe and comment. And if you still don't like, subscribe and comment. And if you still don't like, comment. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, subscribe and fuck off, you fat ugly bastards. Because I could not care less. But you're all heroes and I love you.